Welcome to the webinar. You have entered as an attendee in listen-only mode.
Tonight because listen, Kevin took the ball and ran with it. There is just no other way to say it. Kevin took the ball and ran with it, saw the opportunity right away. He's the first person that I exposed it to, and Kevin said, "Yeah, baby, count me in at like 2:30 in the morning." After he had the opportunity to see what it was all about. And so I really am inspired by Kevin because Kevin is somebody who takes something and runs with it, makes it happen. And I know that Noah will be saying some things about that too. So I'm going to turn the ball over to you, Noah. Tell us more. Oh, there's Kevin. he's, he's upside down.
Upside down house.
But that's typically where he is. So
I love it. I love it. Yeah. No. Thank you so much, Lou. I'll bring Kevin up here in a minute. You know, we're flying high. We're on so much on fire right now. Let me actually show my screen. Perfect. So what we got going on, you know, is just special. You know, we have a special team, and we knew it when we first got involved. And you guys can see my screen, okay, right?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. So, you know, we knew when we first got involved with you that this could, you know, had the potential with just the caliber of people that you put in front of us to be something special. And man, is it delivering. And we're just scratching the surface. You know, the exciting thing about this is when I think about your team, Lou, and, you know, in ACN here, and just how large it is and how rapid it's grown. I mean, you're in 35 plus states already in, you know, 90 days. And my first 2 years, I tell people this, and this is always the wow factor. I say my little over my first 2 years in a business, I was in 5 states of my own doing. And then over the last 90 days, I'm now in 41 total states. So I got to thank everyone that's on this call and everyone that's on, you know, the Certified Affordable Housing Provider team, you know, that are coming on board, you know. And what I love about this is in network marketing, you know, what you're going to have happen is people are going to fall off a little bit, right? Life's going to happen. Things are going to come in, distract them. They're going to get sidetracked, you know, and the benefit of this business is that if you invest in the business, it's here. So it's always here to be able to pick it up and run with it at any time. And what I love, Lou, is how you've incorporated this into your system. So, you know, at events like Massive Passive Income that's coming up, you know, that's another opportunity that folks that you know, are involved in this business that, you know, maybe they just were focusing so much on, you know, the other aspects of the real estate businesses that they really didn't get their ACN feet moving. They're going to get it back in front of their face in a room of people that are going to, you know, be signing up and seeing it just like that, you know. And you never know who's going to be your next leader that comes out of that room. And that's what I love about this, because you know, it just makes sense. You know, I have some big things starting to happen here in Pittsburgh locally with a guy that owns a title company. He sits in front of 100 families a month, you know, closing them on their houses. And he said, "You're telling me if I can convert just 50 of these families to sign up just a couple bills each, you're saying that my residual income will grow $500 a month on average." I said, very conservative numbers. $500 a month, if you convert half of those families that are going to sign up for the gas, they're going to sign up for the electric, the internet, the TV, the security system. I mean, it's a no-brainer. We did just the bare bones numbers on this gentleman's title company business, and he's expanding it out to about 250 closings a month by the end of 2019. We did very, very conservative numbers just off of his own bills, off of the 10%, you know, residual kickback on his own bills. By the end of 2023, his residual income will be over $50,000 a month.
Oh yeah, baby, that's good stuff.
A month. And so he's hiring, right? So he's now interviewing and going to hire a woman or man, but he has his eye on a couple you know, a couple women that would be perfect for it, to be the concierge for his business. That, you know, they're going to be working out of the office. They're going to be the ones that, as that couple closes within 24 hours, they're reaching out to that couple and they're helping them get their gas and electric on and get the information needed and signing them up for, internet and all these other steps. And it's completely outside of his, it's not a distraction for him. He has nothing he puts towards it. And that's without building a team, folks. That's just on his own bills that people are coming through his office every day. So if you're on this call today and you work with, individuals that own a title company, he's going to be my guinea pig for the title side of it, so we're excited.
I've just got to say something that everybody on this call works with title companies. Everybody on this call works with insurance agents. Everybody on this call works with real estate agents. I mean, and mortgage brokers too. All of these are people that are in the face of consumers every single day. And what an inspiration to think that, hey, the title company, at the time that they're selling the people the property, well, they're closing it, but at the same time, they're meeting with, all day long, they're meeting with real estate agents, mortgage brokers, and insurance people. They're literally interacting with these people all day long. So they've got a dual opportunity. Number one, the customer that's sitting in front of them that can sign up their bills, certainly, but also all of those professionals that they can sign up as agents under them. So I'm just seeing such a tremendous opportunity. What a great idea.
Yeah, it just worked out really well, so my wife, it's funny because the guy that owns that company, and you got to go to the owner, right? You know what I mean? So find the owner. If they own the title company, that's where you want to go because they can control that. There's no non-competes there, any conflicts of interest. They own it. They can decide to just go right up, and start offering this service. Plus, in that industry, it's once again, it's just that additional add-on service that they're providing, and what you may run up against with the real estate agents is, they're nervous that they're gonna, violate some rules within their company's policies and this, that, because they don't own it, right? So they're the agent. You may get some agents that are going to be hungry about this and really go after it. But man, when I was looking at the process, and my wife and I are, really working pretty hand in hand with him now, to the point where he actually hired my wife, Casey. He just hired her to help him at the office. He said she's the unicorn. She's the one that he knew that if he could ever go into business with her, that his business would be ready to explode. So she's been there for 2 days now, and she's already kind of set order in the office, right, where it was kind of crazy. So it's great, to have that ability because I got someone in on the ground floor, right? So I got my wife is in there actually working at the office now, 3 days a week, and just giving him a little bit of time. So she's going to be in on the ground because it's just such a huge opportunity, like we talked about, So I just wanted to share that with the team, just something to think about. These individuals are great for for taking this to the next level. So.
That's great.
But, yes. And, just to jump into the slides here, we've had a very powerful month, and what I'm going to show you here on the next slide, obviously, what do we start with? Recognition, right? So we want to recognize. So these are the folks that had their first promotion since last time we met, which was customer qualified. So, I want to celebrate Alyssa Franzo getting customer qualified, and Amber Vaughn and Erica King and Andrew Mudd and Joanne G., Christy Thomas, Thal Winfam, and Gwendolyn Harrison. Those last 5, they all joined at your event down in Dallas, and got customer qualified. And what does that bring along with it? $100 check,
Yeah, baby. That's what we say. Yeah, baby. That's good stuff.
And so that gets them, gets them moving, gets their first promotion, gets them excited. And, I know I have to move the screen here over here, but, for if you can't see that for some reason, I have trouble.
I can see it.
Okay. For me, so basically what I want you to understand is how this thing is moving now, just over 90 days, for Lou being involved, and, some of the platinum members when they got involved, and, the initial wave of people is, we've been building in Toledo. We've been building in St. Louis and Southern Illinois through Bethany McGraw's team and through Kevin's team. And we are now having non-certified affordable housing providers earning thousands of dollars. Like we just had a couple up in Toledo that, were big Amway people. They got involved and they made over $3,000 in their first 30 days. And they're minutes away from promoting to executive team leader. They're going out to our national convention. They're all in on this. So, we talked when we first got involved about, yes, we're going to really, obviously work within the students, work within the team here at Certified Affordable, but we knew where this was going to ultimately go, which was out to other people, whether they're real estate investors or not. I mean, you should see some of the folks that are coming in and having success from, just landscapers to accountants to, people well outside of real estate that are coming in and seeing this, that are allowing us to get strong footholds in Southern Illinois and St. Louis and in, Toledo, Ohio. So, those markets are really shaping up. And I know we got some big things getting ready to happen down in Florida through Jolie, and her team down there, and Dave Krieger. So that's the next area of focus that we're looking at. But man, if you fall in Jolie's team or Kevin's team or Bethany's team, you have tremendous leaders. You have to make sure that if they're reaching out to you, and I know they're reaching out and they're sending you information and, giving you information, emails and contacting you, they just want you to win, So the great thing about this is that you have layers of leadership now, because that's how we're developing, we're duplicating into the leaders. So, just truly blessed. And, I want to celebrate, a few of the leaders here now. So at the bottom here, it says, be sure to set up for your direct deposit. Make sure you do that, or you won't get paid, right? Now here, these are the charts for the final charts for the month of May. So these are independent business owner top producers within our team, within all of Patrick Mazur's team, which is the #1 team in the business, and all of ACN. So if you see here at the top, and give me 1 second here, guys, I'm just gonna shut my door. My dog saw my wife coming home, so give me 1 second. Benefits of a home-based business. All right, so if you see here, Lewis Brown finished #2 on the team and #5 in all of ACN for business, IBO production. So business owners joining the team. So just a powerful month for Lou. And, if you look down below, this is what we want to see happen. So, Lou doesn't want his name on the charts. I don't want my name on the charts unless we look down and at the ranks that are helping us promote up the charts, we see names of other certified affordable housing providers or other team members. And, I love it. We had Bethany McGraw finished as the #2 executive team leader for the month, and Kevin Shriver as the #6 executive team leader in business partner production. So, we're going to take over these charts. It's just a matter of time before, half the chart and then the full chart is going to be our team because of what we're building. Now, on the customer side of it, this is the lifeblood of the business. So, Lou, you were #2. It's Luz Brown. I guess there's no I in your name now. Luz Brown. You were #2 and then #9 in all of ACN, the entire company, for customers coming into your organization last month. And then if you look down at executive team leader side, this is why Kevin and Bethany are, well on their way to, hitting regional director within the next 30 to 45 days, is because they're making sure that, they're helping their team get customer qualified. They're helping their team get their first check. Why are they on the charts? They just help their team get paid, period. So that's the key in this business, is making sure that, you're helping your team have success. And, Kevin, I'd love to have you come on for a minute before I dive into what's going on here for the month of June, because the excitement you're going to get, from me is going to be on another level when I start talking about the promotions for June. So, Kev, I'd love to have you plug in here and just share a little bit about what's going on in your market, how you've been able to have so much success so quickly, and how you've, not only just, followed the system, but to the point where you now have a local training in your market, and you're constantly, here's why Patrick and Michael and myself are constantly going to St. Louis and Southern Illinois to support them, and constantly going to Toledo. It's just that leadership is developing so rapidly there that, they are forcing our hand. We'll go where the work is, you know what I mean? So we're just looking for the next leaders to step up and say, we want you in our market because we want to do exactly what these guys are doing. So Kevin, if you could share, just love for you to give a little bit about how your business has been going and what you're doing, some pointers to the team, and maybe share your numbers on how many reps and customers you got in the business thus far.
Okay. Can you hear me, Noah?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
Okay. I just wanted to first say, when you're looking at that chart down there, please take my name off of it. It's not me, it's my team. So it could say Schreiber team right there. It's not, there's no I in team. It's all my group. I've got a group of 62 IBOs and 372 customers, and it's a total team effort. I can't say enough about the team. You cannot do this business by yourself. You can if you want to, but it would be a darn slow way to do it. You got to need help from other people, and your leaders and your team will step up. And so you bring in the people, ACN does the rest, the leaders will step up. And all my success is due to three things: the support of ACN, the quality and integrity of the company that we have and the products, and then Lou, Noah, Mike, and Patrick Mazer. Without those upline support, I wouldn't be here. And I sincerely mean that. Noah, you, Patrick, and Lou have been a big plus for me. Big plus for me. And then the team. But what we're doing is we're trying to have as many PBRs. PBRs is private business receptions. It's your in-home meetings. We're trying to have as many of them as we can every week. We are also doing a Saturday training. I started that about 5 weeks ago, doing a Saturday morning training for 2 hours. We start off at 10 o'clock, do a short PBR for anybody that has to come in for a second look, or wants to come in for a second look, or a first timer. And then we take a little bitty break of about 5 to 10 minutes where we, restroom, whatever you need to do. And then we come back for about an hour and a half, good solid training on a PowerPoint presentation that is from Wealth Institute, Inc. And other than that, you just keep inviting people and keep talking to people and keep throwing people in the system.
Yeah. I mean, congratulations. You've had a lot of success, in your team because, they're just watching your lead, and they're watching, how you work, and they're duplicating what you're doing, and I really think you got some tremendous leaders, coming up through the ranks in your organization. A name that you guys are going to hear that is really strong is Laura Lennington, and she's just a local wholesaler, former military though. I mean, I was in St. Louis with them this last weekend, and she took me to her CrossFit gym, and I finally was able to bend my knees, I think yesterday. So she beat me up pretty good, but just a hard worker. She actually has a woman, Christy Thomas, who signed up at the Dallas event. And now, mind you, she's in, Laura lives in Southern Illinois, near Kevin, and Christy has a home meeting on Thursday, and Laura said, "Don't you worry," in Dallas. Laura said, "Don't you worry, I'll be there." So she's going down to Dallas, driving down, and spending time down in Dallas. She's going to go to the local training down in Dallas and get to meet with Mike Mazer and get poured in by him. But, talk about level of focus. She's so fired up for the convention, but just, came out of someone that, wasn't a certified affordable member, I don't believe, or was she, Kev?
No, she's not. She is just a real estate wholesaler that I've known for quite a while, and I bought a couple houses from, and just all around great person. And I had to get her in this business, and I'm glad I did. And she is driving down tomorrow. She and I spent the afternoon together today talking to some people, and she is leaving late tomorrow afternoon and heading down to Dallas.
I mean, that's commitment. And that's what you're going to find, folks. And honestly, when you think about this business without getting into the details of the compensation plan, the structure and all that, to go senior vice president, you just need to find 6 people with that level of commitment that Laura's bringing to the table. 6 people with that level of commitment that Kevin's bringing. 6 people that level of commitment that Bethany McGraw is bringing, you know, and you find 6 people, you can go senior vice president in this company. And if you know, run in the times where you're nervous about how you're going to buy the next property, you know, the next deal you see, go senior vice president in ACN. You won't have any problems buying any properties. So there's a solution to any challenges you may have there. So, you know, I just wanted to, you know, bring you on, Kevin. So congratulations to you and your team. I know you guys are doing a tremendous job, and, you know, you really just, you know, getting folks to follow in the system, and that's it. You don't want to go outside of the system. And, you know, ACN keeps this exciting for us. That's the great thing about this is, you know, they're constantly outdoing themselves. And here's what's going on in June. You know, and we're so fired up about this because back in January, they launched what they call Next Gen. It's about the next generation of ACN. It's about really, you know, taking the next steps as a company to really explode over the next 3 to 5 years. And one thing that they talked about doing was what was called a ETL bonus, or an executive team leader bonus. So if you hit the position where you got to see and hear from, you know, Kevin Shriver, and you got to see their names on that, you know, on that success chart, him and Bethany are executive team leaders, and multiple people in their team are literally just minutes away from promoting as well. But here's what ACN is now doing. So if you look at the screen, the first position is called customer qualified. So we celebrated some folks there that, you know, were customer qualified in the first 30 days and got that $100 bonus. So just a little hint, I'm going to give you some inside information. All right. If you're taking notes, write this down. You cannot go senior vice president in ACN unless you get customer qualified. I can't give you anything more than that. You can't go senior vice president unless you get customer qualified. So, you know, the first step should be for everyone that's on this call, if you're not there, or anyone in your team or anyone that you bring in the future, you have to express the importance of getting that first check and getting customer qualified, because that is how you can legally earn money with us in ACN. Okay. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second, but the second bonus that's going on is that 777 bonus. This bonus has been in place for the past few months, so everyone on this call has had access to this bonus. So for people that joined in June, they get customer qualified in the first 30 days, they get the $100 bonus. If they get 2 customer qualified business partners across 2 separate legs of business, they'll get another $400. So there's $500 right there. They've already recouped their investment. Now, if they go executive team leader in 60 days, ACN is going to pay them an extra $1,500. I mean, listen, that is huge. You know, Kevin, I know he did it in 60 days. That bonus wasn't on the table. He would have got another $1,500. Bethany, she did it in 60 days. Would have got another $1,500. Lou, he did it in 5 minutes. Would have got another $1,500. So, you know, the great thing about this, you know, bonus is it's really giving you something to strive for and hit. Because the most important part about getting executive team leader done in 60 or 90 days is the very top left of this screen, your story. You know, why did I retire from my corporate engineering job just in 3 weeks, or sorry, in 6 months of doing this business, is because 3 weeks in, I hit executive team leader. And I was able to show, you know, they didn't have this bonus. This would have been tremendous, but I was able to show really nice income in my first 30 days. And I carried those checks around and I had them laminated. I showed people and they said, was that thing working? Are you making any money with that? Yes, I am. Here's my checks. So, you know, the great thing about this is they're putting this on the table. They're giving you something to strive for, and they're celebrating that position, really celebrating it, as they should, because, you know, if you help enough people hit this position, you're a regional director. If you help 6 people go executive team leader in your organization, you're going to be a regional director just from the sheer numbers of it. You know, so it's really, you know, attainable when you look at how simple those numbers are. Now, if you look at the bottom, it says if you do executive team leader in 90 days, they'll give you an additional 500. So, you know, what I really love about that is they're allowing you to go out and get it done in 90 days, and you're still going to get a you know, $500 bonus. And I'm going to break down how you get to executive team leader here in a minute, but this is some of the customer bonuses going on this month. So if you look at the top, and you know, you get 12 customer points this is someone that either joins in the month of June, or anyone that's on the call here today. So if you're outside of your first 30 days, you're saying, well, where's my bonuses? This screen is your bonuses, okay? Part of your bonuses. There's more to come, but we can all achieve this, whether we're new in the month of June or we've been in this for 20 years. These bonuses are for us. So if you go out and you get 12 customer points in the month of June, everyone on this line, from a combination of those services you see listed there, Dish Network, Vivint, Spectrum, or Frontier, if you get a combination of 12 customer points, they'll pay you $100, which is nice. Now, they're going to give you, right below that, they're going to give you 4 points for every new Flash customer acquired in June. They just have to have a 6 gigabyte data plan or higher, and they have to bring their phone number over from their current company. So normally that's a 3-point service. So it's going to be 4 points this month. Now, to the right of that, Vivint, every Vivint smart home customer you get, $100. I have a tremendous guy from Vivint. If you're curious, you want to get it for yourself, you want to put it on rentals, you want to refer it to someone, reach out to me, and I'll help you, give you my guy who's tremendous, Jared. He's a great guy, helps everyone out. Zoom, look down at Zoom. So for anyone that's on this line, or anyone that joins in the month of June, if you go out and get between 5 and 9 energy bills in the month of June, you'll get a $200 bonus. If you just get 10 energy bills, they're going to pay you a $60 per bill bonus. I mean, let's just look at the numbers, right? So if you get 10 energy bills, that's $600. So they're literally paying you to go get free electric or free gas. So if you're sitting here and you're in a non-energy state, just make sure that you go out and excuse me, and go after it, because find some folks that in energy deregulated states, and you can get this done no problem this month. Now, on the Sphere side, credit card processing, they'll give you $100 for every customer. Plus, they're going to give you 6 points for each customer as well. And then at the bottom, if you acquire AT&T customers and they do DirecTV, you'll get $50. If they do DirecTV and internet, you'll get additional 25 or 75 bucks. So everyone on this phone can gather these bonuses. Your tenants are coming in and coming out every single day. They're signing your lease, they're coming into your places, they're moving out. You're probably signing, especially this time of year. I know it because we're doing it with our rentals, with our tenants. This is when people want to move, right? The weather's warming up and, they're looking to move. And, ask yourself this question: am I offering these options up to my new tenants? When I'm sitting down at the signing ceremony, do I have a document in my lease that we're talking about that says, hey, let me help you get started, let me help you with these services you're going to sign up for anyway, to save you some money and help make that transition of moving a lot simpler. Just ask yourself that if you're on the phone here today, because if you're not, you really want to implement this, because if you don't, get this thing moving down that direction, then why ultimately did you join ACN, right? Because, I know most of the people on this line had joined at a Lou event or, on a call that Lou did. And, I know that's what we promoted. The thing that we saw here was getting 10% residual income on all of our tenants' bills. So that's why I just want to make sure that, if you're on here and you're like, well, I really haven't done much with this yet, or you just switched your own home bills, let's put together a game plan to roll this out through your tenants. Okay. Now, for example, I see Mary Jo Tarikos is on the line. I know she went out and went after some of her tenants' bills, and she got enough to get, a Zoom $500 bonus, because she actually did go after, tenants' bills. So, there's folks that are taking advantage, and then you just got to ask yourself, why am I not taking advantage if you're not? And then this right here, this is great. So if anyone on this line joined in the month of April or May, you can still get the 90-day ETL bonus, the executive team leader bonus of $500. So if you're sitting here and saying, oh, why they're just celebrating the people that joined in June. No. If you join in April or May, you'll still get the ability, if you go executive team leader, to get the $500 bonus. That's how great this company is. They'll do retroactive on that bonus, so it's really, really special, but you got to take advantage of it, So here's what I want to do is help you understand this through a couple slides from our compensation plan. So just to recap for everyone, you get paid two ways in ACN. It's residual income, it's customer acquisition bonuses, period. Excuse me, that's the two ways we get paid. Now on the residual income side of this, if you got on this, program and you saw it and it made sense to you and you're like, man, I want to get paid on my tenants' bills. If you look on the left side, personal customer points, whether it's you or your team's, work, you won't trigger any, like I had someone the other day that, reached out to me and said, where's my first residual check? I said, you have 7 customer points. You're only going to get paid 1%. Everyone see that on the left of the screen where it says personal customer points. You have 7 customer points. You're only going to get 1% of 3 bills. So ACN's not going to cut a residual check unless it's a minimum of $10. So if you're sitting here and you're like, man, I've been in and I haven't seen a residual, that's why. You can't just stop, at getting customer qualified. That's the first step to getting to where you want to go. But if you're here and you got tenants and you got, access to bills, you want to get 60 plus personal points. And I'm going to encourage you to just go for 75. Go for 75 or more personal customer points. And the next slide, I'll go back through the point system. But, why? If you look on the far right, as your team builds, as you build your organization, your personal customer points also determine what levels of your business that you get paid residual on. So for example, I have an individual on my 7th level that is just brought in over $60,000 in gas and electric bills. So I'd be crazy not to race to 75 points and get that done so I can get paid on that, right? So your personal points, that's personal bills, whether that's your house, your office, friends, family members, or your tenants, will determine what your residual income will be in ACN. So you want to make sure that you're not getting lackadaisical when it comes down to getting paid, here, because what I'll tell you, the people in my business, you will have a representative long-term and you will be a representative long-term here in ACN if you have 75 personal customer points. I guarantee that because of the residual income check that's going to come in every single month. And the first time you would ever see that check take a hit, you're going to say, oh my gosh, I need to go get some more customers, right? So I have a gentleman in my, just to give you an example on how that 10% can work. I have a gentleman in my team that just got about 128 bills. He got energy bills, 128 energy bills, and it covers his mortgage. It covers both expensive car payments, and he has some good walking money every single month that he doesn't have to bug his wife or tap into, another form of, another bank account. So his spending money for the month, his mortgage and both of his car payments are taken care of off of that 10% that you see. Not off of the team's bills, but off of just his 10% efforts. So just ask yourself, once again, am I going and really putting the time and energy into this to get the residual kicking? Now, this is the customer qualification side of it. So you really want to understand what services equal what points. Now, 7 points get you customer qualified across a minimum of 3 services. So you always want to help someone. When someone gets involved in this business, that's the first thing you want to do is help them get customer qualified. And if it's to be, it's up to me. That's the way I always say it, right? So, someone comes in your organization, don't look up the line to Kevin or Bethany or Lou or me and say, those guys will get it done. Reach out to them, help them. Especially if you've already done it yourself. Now, these are some of the examples of the points. So, this is all in the compensation plan at acncompass.com. If you go to acncompass.com or you go into your back office, you can get to it. So I'll go to ACN Compass and show you how to find it here in a second. But understand these point values because, that's how you're going to get to the 60 and 75 points that we talked about on the last slide. Now, how you get to executive team leader, this is exactly what you need to do, right? So if you look on the left there, the yellow circles, to be an executive team leader in ACN, number one, you personally have to have 15 points. You have to have 15 personal points. So I have 24, 25 points in my own home, just from the services in my own home. So That wasn't a concern with me. I was able to get 15 done right away. Now, you have to have 3 legs of CQs. What does that mean? That's 7 points and 3 services, 3 separate legs. What is a leg in ACN? It is someone that you personally bring in or joins in your business. So for example, my first CQ, my first leg was my wife. I saw a way to make double income in this business. I wasn't going to pass it up. We signed my wife up in the business. We got her customer qualified. That was my first leg. Then I personally signed up my mother-in-law. So she's a leg in the business. So we got her customer qualified. Now I have 2 of the 3 legs I need to go executive team leader. My 3rd leg was my mom. Signed her up, got her customer qualified. There we go. I have 3 personally sponsored representatives. Now, if you look to the bottom circle, you need to have a total of 10 customer qualified IBOs or representatives of ACN, people that pay $4.99. You need to have 10 customer qualified total in your whole team. So for example, if my wife goes out and gets 7 more customer qualified IBOs underneath her, I'm going executive team leader. Because why? I still have my wife, I have my mother-in-law, and I have my mom. So I satisfied the top 3. And it does not matter where those 7 come from. They can all be 1 leg. They can be spread out across 2 legs, 3 legs. You know, so you can get to executive team leader, but you have to have those minimum requirements to get it done. You know, when you get that done, you will now start getting an $80 bonus off of everyone that joins your business, whether you brought them in or not. You know, and the great thing about, you know, Lou got involved is, you know, he'll tell you, you know, he saw a lot of $80 bonuses coming his way. And the same thing happened with Kevin. The same thing happened with Bethany, and it's happened with people in their team. So, you know, getting executive team leader is so crucial because everything going forward that this company is giving us, you know, ability to take advantage of, they're directing it towards the executive team leaders and above. You know, they're really, really helping the executive team leaders have a fast start. Now, a couple things to kind of wrap up here. You know, honestly, San Jose, California. You know, I know you have massive passive income coming. So, you know, what I would say for this is if you, for whatever reason, you know, aren't going to massive passive income or don't plan on going, you know, here you go. Here, this is where you need to be. If you're on this call, you're serious about your ACN business. You know, for whatever reason, you know, you're not at massive passive income, you know, this is where you should be that weekend. You know, but the great thing about what's going on at San Jose, California is we're going to give you all the details, help you understand exactly what's going on with your business. You know, it's $169 for, you know, if you sign up at acnreg.com. If you sign up for it prior to June 10th at midnight Pacific Standard Time, it's $169. And honestly, you know, Lou and Kevin, you know, that are on the line, multiple people on the line here as well, will tell you it's really, truly impactful for your business. It builds the belief. You get to go and you get to meet all the vendors from these companies, you know, that we're marketing. You get to get your questions answered. You get to meet great leaders and be inspired by people that, you know, are just like us, you know. So what I would recommend as well is, honestly, you know, the massive passive income, we're going to have another explosion of business partners. You know, we're going to have another, you know, a great turnout in terms of people saying, this makes sense. I want to get involved. You know, how do I get started? So, you know, how we're building this team is the only fair way to do it is the people that are deserving of the representatives are the ones that are going to get the representatives. Because I look at it this way, like, it only makes sense for Lou, because obviously, you know how much he cares about his team and cares about your success. So he's going to put people under Kevin, under Bethany, under Julie, you know, and anyone else that wants to step up. Their team, you know, and the folks within their team that are out there working and grinding, you know, obviously an individual like Laura, who's going to drive to Dallas, Texas to help support someone in the organization. Can we agree? Lou would feel comfortable giving people that are signing up a massive passive income, giving people to her, knowing the level of support that they're going to get, you know. So you got to ask yourself, you know, can I really work some time into my schedule to do ACN? And I tell you, it's worth it every single day of the week. You can definitely squeeze some time out of your busy schedules to build this business, and all you got to do is reach out to your upline and say, hey, I'm ready to get going with this thing. I'm done playing with it. I'm done dipping my toe in the water, because what's going to happen to Massive Passive Income is going to be another record, and you don't want to see all these people come into the business and you don't get business partners because you're not engaging. It's the only fair way to do it, and Lou, like you all know, cares about your success. So he wants to make sure that you're successful with this. So, it's a great opportunity. And this is something very special that's coming up as well. I don't have details on it yet, but it was announced on the ACN Facebook page just this weekend on Saturday in July, and they're going to give us the dates. There's a ACN Leadership Summit in Charlotte, North Carolina. So the co-founders are going to do this for a 2-day event where regional directors and above, and they just announced executive team leaders, or some executive team leaders will be invited to this. I'm not going to say all. I don't know the exact details of it. We will get back to you with that. If you go to the ACN Facebook page, the company's Facebook page, just stay in the loop on the events and the information that's coming through there, because they'll help you, identify exactly what you need to do as an executive team leader to qualify for this. But we're going to have 2 days, 1 night. All we have to do is pay to get there. So they're going to do all the meals. They're going to put us up in a hotel. They are going to take us to a baseball game that night. So the co-founders of the business are going to take us, we're going to have a great time, go to a professional baseball game that night. It's just going to be an amazing, amazing opportunity to really plug in, and get to learn from the leaders within the business. So if you're pushing for executive team leader, let's get that wrapped up, because I don't know what the qualifications are going to be, but I will know here shortly. So, what, for the slides, that's the
we got to influence that, Noah, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
Our Street Smart Cruise occurs in July.
Right.
From from the 13th through the 21st. So let's make sure they don't do that.
Right. Yes, that's true. That is true. I'll tell you what, everyone on that cruise is in trouble, because you guys have a trained ACN and Street Smart captive audience. They have no idea what's coming.
Yeah, that's only 6,000 people, so it's good.
Oh man! I tell you what, I can see everyone that goes on that cruise coming off that cruise as a regional director.
That sounds like a plan, man.
But yeah, so it's a lot of great things with this company, a lot of great things with the business. The opportunity has never been better. Why I love and I'm excited about going to San Jose is there's a senior vice president, James Adlam, and he has thousands upon thousands of identity theft customers already, and he's going to share what how he's doing it, his success recipe for getting his team and everyone to be able to gather such a large customer base already for the identity protection. So things like that. That's why these events are so good, because they're going to get to share with you, exactly how they're doing what they're doing. So it's going to be special. We got a special team. We have just truly great things happening here. I'm going to unshare my screen and just definitely want to allow anyone that has any Lou, if you have any comments or anything you'd love to add, I'd love to have you back on. And it's really special. Like I said, right now, it's just a matter of making that decision. And can you guys see me? You can see my picture, right?
Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay, yeah, so I'm going to take you here on a walk real quick. Oh, don't watch the wall behind me.
Looking fantastic. And I've got Miss Brown here, too.
Hey! Hi. Hey, listen, this is how fired up I am about what's going on with the executive team leader and the June bonuses. So I'm going to show you right now what I've been doing the last day. This is my home meeting this week. These are people that told me, yes, I will be there at your meeting. So, and I still got more to call. So So even 2.5 years in the business, I don't make any excuses. I'm going out, I'm recruiting every day. I'm trying to share this gift with people, you know, and it's a gift. You got to approach it that way. You got to look at it that way. And, you know, we're doing something special here, and I'm just so honored and blessed to have had, you know, you guys come a part of the team and, you know, really take and expand this and expand our, you know, just our vision on what we can do and how we can do something really quickly in this business too.
Well, you know, the thing, Noah, is that you are truly leading from the front, and you have given us an amazing inspiration tonight. I know that Janice is sitting over here. She's excited. I'm excited. All of those bonuses. Oh, my gosh. And it's so attainable. It's not like one of those things over there somewhere that nobody can actually achieve. Every single person on this call tonight and everybody you know and everyone in your organization can absolutely attain that. And you know, when I saw that ETL bonus, I went, that's so funny, because so many people can make, oh my gosh, $2,000. I mean, that's going to really turn a lot of people on. Why wouldn't you go for ETL when you can land $2,000? Depending on the timing of when you came in. And they're even backdating it, which I thought that was such an inspiration, because look how many people we have already in our organization that already have attained a lot of points, and they can be ETL so easily. So to pick up that extra $500 and just, I mean, you've already been on board, guys. Don't miss this opportunity. It's sitting right there in your face. And all you do is sign up, and I thought, Noah, your example was excellent. You know, you signed up your wife, you signed up your mother, you signed up your mother-in-law, so that you could have those 3 positions right under you, and you would be able to serve them by filling their organizations up. So it really makes a lot of sense. And especially, guys, to be honest with you, you guys that are on the Street Smart team, you know, we have events almost every month, and new people are exposed to this, and they're going, oh yeah, baby, this makes perfect sense. I mean, even at the MJS in Dallas, we added it on a Sunday night because there was no other time to do it. We literally tore down the room and said, hey guys, if you're staying over, it was an unannounced bonus session. And, you know, we had, 17 people sign up that night. Well, we got to put those people somewhere. And here's a key factor that absolutely Noah said, and he made it clear, that guess who's going to get, and guess who did get those folks? It's the ones who have engaged. It's the ones who are making things happen within their organizations. It's the ones that are going for ETL. It's the ones that are signing up all of their systems and all of their phone system and everything else, because those points show up. And this extra bonus this month of 4 points when you sign up, oh my goodness, all of these different points. It was very exciting. And just, even though I had read that before, I just got re-inspired just watching this tonight. It's like, that's such a no-brainer. All of you, you're in real estate. And I said it earlier, goodness gracious, look who you've already got in your world. You've got real estate agents, you've got mortgage brokers, you've got insurance agents. They're in the face of people every day that need all of this. And what a great business to add on to what you're already doing. So that's it. The selling of this is just a no-brainer. I know Kevin can speak to that too. I mean, when you share this with people that it makes sense to, they're like, where do I sign up? You don't have to complicate this thing. And that's a key factor. Don't complicate this. Don't get into the weeds with all the points and all of that stuff. They don't need to hear that right now. They just need to hear and see that there's an opportunity, and then they are going to be on calls like this, and they're going to be supported. And Noah has proven, and Mike and Patrick Mazer have proven, that when people are engaged in this, they will show up. They will show up, and they will make things happen. And that's key. So all of you have a kind of a dual opportunity. And to be honest with you, you have an unfair advantage. And I'm going to say that out loud. You all have an unfair advantage in that I'm going to continue to bring people on board, and I've got to place those people, and they're going to be placed with those that are engaged in this. That it's just that simple, because we want all of them supported as well. We want all of their businesses, and no one knows this, that is my pledge and my belief that anybody that signs up for this, the first thing I want is for them to get their $500 back, and I want them to get it back within a week. So guys, you know, that is the, when I look at things, when I think about things, it's, hey, get on board, get in there. I agree 1,000% with get the 75 points so you can get the 10%, you can get the 7 level steep override. It makes perfect sense to do exactly what Noah was sharing. So guys, I want to hear about your inspiration. And Kevin, would you speak for just a moment on just how easy it is to get people to engage in this?
Yeah, Lou, the big thing that you have to do is just keep it simple. Don't get tied up in how many points every product is and everything like that. Just keep it simple. And the big thing is on the inviting. When you're doing a PBR, and we learned this the hard way. I mean, we started out and we made some mistakes. Our whole team did. And I'll be the first one to admit that, because I didn't follow the system. I didn't know a lot about it because I just went gun-ho into it. And that's kind of the way I do it. You know, I just dive into it, and then I have to step back and regroup. But what we did is we burned through some people because we told too much information. We opened up our mouth and just kind of let stuff flow out. And what happens when you do that, people don't show up because they make a decision based on not enough information. Versus if you do a proper invite, which Michael and Patrick's system give you the script to make a proper invite. When you do that, you will put cheeks in the seats and people will sign up. So that's all I'm going to say. There's a 3-page PDF that I have emailed to everybody on my team, and that is your miniature ACN Bible. I mean, everything on there about getting on Wealth Institute, the points on the products if you want to know them, but the 2 scripts, the script for the customer acquisition and the script for the invite is on there. Them 3 pages are vital. You need to look at it, read it. And that's where it's at. Keep it simple.
Absolutely. Well, that is very exciting. And we do have a number of folks that will be joining us at MPI. So guys, those of you who are on board tonight and you're going to be at MPI, let this be a lesson. Take this as an opportunity that between now and MPI, look how many people you can sign up. Look how many points you can and services you can get signed up, because guess what? You are going to be rewarded at MPI when other folks sign up. We're going to put them under you. So let this be an opportunity between now and MPI to really totally engage in that, and we can really plug this in. And I agree with Noah, you know, if for some reason, I can't imagine what it is, if you're in real estate, you need to be at MPI. But if you're not going to be at MPI, you need to be at San Jose. The inspiration that comes from that experience that ACN does like nobody I've ever seen in my life, they absolutely have it dialed in for inspiring you and your team on what can happen. And guess what? We went, I mean, just weeks after having signed up here, me and how many did we have there? Noah,
You had about 22 on your team that were there.
22 people there. And it's inspiring. The event itself and how much we learned was amazing, but also just to have the whole team there. So if you can get your team to the San Jose, that's another thing that you will get a benefit from, even if you're not there. get them to San Jose. If they're not in real estate, that's fine. Get them to San Jose and make sure that they get inspired with that one. So Noah, I just want to thank you again for your leadership and the things that you have provided, the guidance that you have given. Listen, I know that we would not be where we are right now if it was not for you, my friend. You have made a big difference, and you're making a big difference for all the folks that are on the team. And I just want to personally thank you for everything that you do and the inspiration that you give on a daily basis. I know that I get a lot from it, and I just really appreciate everything that you do.
I agree
Thank you
100%.
so much. Yeah, thank you guys so much. You make it easy. Everyone here just makes it so simple to help you succeed, because you're great people, and I'm just sitting there. Sometimes I wake up and I have to pinch myself because I'm like, we're 90 days in. Like, think about 3 years from now what this team and this call and everything's going to look like. It's just tremendous, So this is going to be. We're going to have a separate call for the regional directors and above, because I think it says there's only 1,001 max. So we're going to have to get a new system.
Yay! I'm not worried.
There we go. That's a good problem to have. You're right. So the only challenge, one thing I want to leave you with is, like, listen, I know we're one of the smallest dollar value items, that you're going to see at Lou's event. But I always tell people, it's like, look, if you treat this thing like $4.99, it's going to pay you that way. Yeah. But if you treat this thing like a potential multi-million-dollar opportunity, I'm working day in, day out on conversations, day in, day out, learning from day in, day out multi-millionaires thanks to this opportunity. So, don't look at the price tag on it and relate it to that's the worth of it. You know what I mean? Like, look at this thing as what it can do because of what it is doing. And, you can take this and really do something special with it.
Absolutely, Noah. Well, again, thank you. I appreciate it. And guys, you've got the opportunity. It's sitting in front of you. You got all the information tonight. You got everything you need to make this thing happen. I want to make sure that Christine is saying no audio at 9:51. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Lou. I want to piggyback on something here pretty soon.
Please do.
I'm going to say you guys both talked about the convention, and I'm going to give a little testimonial. I had signed up in February and went immediately to the convention. If I wouldn't have went to that convention, I probably would not be where I am today. And that is 100% truth. So I think it is so vital. If you are going to MPI, great. If you're not going to MPI, get your butt in San Jose. Do not wait. Book the flight tonight and go, because it will change your life. And I'm sending everybody I can get on my team there, even though I'm going to be at MPI.
That's right. That's right. And it's exciting. So make decisions, guys, because it does affect your future. It absolutely, putting something off till later, putting something off till sometime, never happens. We all know that. Something else gets in the way, something else comes up. We thought it was something, we now think it's nothing. We only think it's nothing because we never got the opportunity to truly engage. So this is your opportunity to engage. We're going to have an amazing month. June is just going to be off the charts, record breaking. That's exactly what we expect and we plan for. And having all of you on board is very exciting as well. So I'm looking forward to all of your success. Keep us posted. Go ahead, Noah.
Yeah, really quick, just to close out, Lou, congratulations. The reason Bethany wasn't on the call here tonight is she had 2 home meetings tonight and she got 2 new business partners up in Ohio.
Yeah, baby. That's a beautiful thing. Well, I know she'll be watching the replay on this, so definitely we'll have that for everyone. Bruce, where will they be getting the replay?
StreetSmartWiz.com/ACN/replay.
Okay, streetsmartwiz.com/ACN/replay. That's pretty simple. All of you have heard Street Smart Wiz so many times because that's where we put our different replays up. So streetsmartwiz.com/ACN/replay. All lowercase, right, Bruce?
Yes, all lowercase after the .com.
Excellent. Excellent, guys. Well, let's do that and make sure that your team members, if your team members were not on tonight, absolutely make sure they get that link. You send them an email tonight and say, you got to go listen to this because it's so important to your future and so important to your income as well.
Massive passive income is going to be a massive ACN explosion. I know it. I can feel it already.
Well, I got to tell you, we're at capacity, Noah. We've never had an MPI as big as this. This is about almost a half larger than the last MPI we had. So we're very excited about it. We know it's going to be amazing, and it's another opportunity for all of us.
Everyone have a great week, have a great month, and I'll be here. My number for everyone that's on the call or going to watch the replay, 412-287-9006. Call me any questions. We're here to help.
Say that again.
Yep, 412-287-9006.
Excellent. Excellent, guys. All right. Well, good luck, good health, and may God bless. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful month. We'll see you soon. Let us hear from you.